to sense what was going on, what actually was happening in the game, not what we scouted out during the week, not their tendencies, but they saw what the defense was doing. They were able to say, okay, I know what they're doing. We're doing this. And it hits.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful feeling as an offense.
Hell yeah.
I could not agree more. I love you saying, ripping a play that isn't on the game plan. You haven't practiced all week, but it's one of those ones that you repped it in OTAs. You should know how to do this against every defense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why not? Like, if you think it's there, don't waste any time. Who the hell cares what's on our 2nd and 10 play calls? Like, just freaking rip that one out.
One thing I always, like, when I talk to, like, offensive coordinators, like, why do you see the McVays and people like that literally run the Andy Reids, that run the same play over and over again if the defense can't stop it?
Yeah.
And then you have guys where it's like, hey, well, we already showed that. So did it work? did that play just work?
Yeah.
So we're saying in this one game, this is the only time we get to run this play against this team, because we know we ain't gonna carry it over the next week because you're saying we already ran it once.
Yeah.
Like, why not run the play that's been working for us?
I hear you.
Yeah. And I think as an offensive coordinator, I got a lot of respect for them, for them to have that much confidence in their bag that they don't want to run the play that just worked.
I gotta ask you on the flip side though, have you ever been in the huddle and you just hear a play call and you just know, like, man, I don't know about this one, man. There's a pretty big down right here in the game, man. I don't know. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. All right, boys, this is what we're gonna do.
Those moments have came up, but like I'm a persuasive person. You got those people that they wrote they write the narratives. They write the persuasive essays. They write the derogatory essays. I'm a persuasive essay writer.
Okay.
Right? So when a play is getting called into me, even if it sounds like straight poo, I gotta make it sound good to everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of those guys, like, I'm a believer in, like, I'm obsessed with it. Like, okay, we put in the work. Yeah. Like, if the play is poo, I get it. I'll come to the sidelines and like, hey, please don't call that again. but if you call it, like, I'm going to find a way to execute this play.
You got to.
Yeah.
We don't got no other way. Yeah.
There's been numerous clips that I've seen you, Jason, have to change your protection. Like, oh, no way. There ain't no way we slide away from this guy right here. And it's been thousands of clips where I see you, Travis, know your butt supposed to have a simple sail route. And what you do, you feel zoned and you just
curl it up there, right there. You on the same page, right?
But that's what it is. It's not just capability, it's the capacity to know, like, this is the right thing to do. Like, I know what I'm gonna get here. So I'm capable and I got the capacity enough of the work that I put in that I'm gonna make the right decision. I'm gonna help this coach be a better coach.
There you go.
I love it.
I'm just doing whatever you want me to do, Jameis. That's all I'm doing. I'm just out there. I'm seeing it with you. I know you want me to hook it up right there. I know you want me to hook it up.
I love that. And that's why you win. That's why you win a lot.
Speaking of your old coach, Sean Payton, him and Bo Nix are rolling right now, man. They're rolling right now. They got the Bills coming in hot. Now, watching Sean Payton's offense this year, I don't know if you've seen a lot of it on film and just been peeking at what they got going over there in Denver, but can you see similarities and stuff he's transferred over, or is this like a whole new world because Bo Nix he's just a different type of quarterback?
Well, Bo is from Alabama, so I got a lot of respect for him, and he can do it all. Right. But Sean has really been in his bag this year, man. Like the amount of plays that he's been able to move the pocket for Bo, the amount of yards that they've been able to create on the perimeter by just getting the ball out of Bo's hand and letting the receivers get yak after that. Sean is a situational guru. And I have to commend Bo on this. Bo probably hasn't had the most efficient first, second, and third quarter this year. He was way more efficient last year. As a rook. But in the fourth quarter, he and Sean Payton have been finding ways to win the freaking game. And I think that's what I'm talking about, these young quarterbacks with Bo and Drake May. Like, yeah, okay, you can win the game. Well, you could tell, like, people put quarterbacks, game managers, right? Like, but at the end of the day, when it's 3rd and 7 and the defense is going to be in man, right? You still have to make the throw. Like it's not going to be, oh, you manage the game, like just check the ball here. No, you still have to make the play, and Bo Nix have been making the plays for the Denver Broncos to win games.
Oh yeah,
you're speaking truth
Jason,
to me right
Jason's
now.
gone on rants about this already.
Well, not even just like Bo Nix and Drake, but Caleb last week, right, against the Packers. Why does a quarterback all of a sudden become more accurate on harder throws? I want to ask you this: why is a quarterback all of a sudden more accurate on harder throws? Is there like a sense of like, I know I got to put this in, and you like lock in more, or is it just like that's the way this guy's wired?
It's the routes on air effect, right? Like some quarterbacks, I would say this: Sam Bradford was the most accurate quarterback I ever seen in my life.
Okay, all right, there we go.
7 on 7, there was not. You were there with him.
Oh yeah,
there was not a ball that touched the ground.
Yes,
right. But once you get into a game, like the anticipatory throw that you making with pressure in your face, unorthodox movements. I think Patrick is elite at this. Being able to throw the ball and be accurate from a different angle, that's just God-given talent. And that's just that it factor that Caleb Williams possesses, where like he likes chaos more than he likes stillness and peace.
Seriously, no, that's what it looks like.
No, seriously.
It's almost like it's like boring to him. Like he's got, all right, I got a comeback route, and then all of a sudden he sails it, but then all of a sudden he's running to his left on 4th down, and he puts the ball in like a freaking 4x4 window down the field.
Man.
It's insane
because it's no thinking. There's no thinking to that, right? When a guy's wide open. Man, we have to think, well, oh my goodness, I can't miss this. Oh, it's too late.
No,
but when it's 4th down, that 4th and 8 throw that he made moving to the left,
gotta throw it. There's no making that
other
decision.
choice. You know what I'm saying? So it's either gonna look amazing or it's gonna look bad. You know. And iconically, like he's made these plays against a similar opponent, right? Because at the end of the season when they played Green Bay, and his 4th quarter was amazing. Like, it's just something to a quarterback being able to not turn it on, but fall back into their training.
I have to ask you this, man. It takes guys to have the most ridiculous backstory, one of the best careers ever, to get a 30 for 30, like in their 50s when it's all said and done and everybody's looking back. You literally have a 30 for 30, 30 tubs and 30. How crazy was that year? And the roller coaster ups and downs. You were out there firing it, man.
Well, Travis, bro, again, I had a coordinator, right? Byron Leftwich. And one, Bruce Arians, we go way back, bro. I'm talking about like Little League football, not Little League, but like middle school football. Like he used to have these camps in Birmingham, Alabama, right? Because his son was a kicker at UAB in Birmingham. I think Cincinnati played against him.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He used to have these camps. So I knew Bruce and I knew his mentality of the no risk it, no biscuit.
No risk it, no biscuit.
And bro, and I took that because I love Bruce. I took that to heart, bro. Like, so I got Mike Evans. I got Chris Godwin.
Let's
I had a young OJ. Like, we could have let this ride. Like, we got too much talent to be holding on to the football, Unfortunately, the ball ended up in the defense hands too much, and that still sit with me. But, that was a contract year for me, man. And that was one of the most up and down years off the field that I had in my life too, man. I just asked my wife to marry me, man. And I was doing this freaking celibacy thing, like literally refraining from sex, man. Bro, I bought like my parents were talking to me about shacking, like in the South. Shacking is like when you living with your significant other, in a house. Like we had to eliminate that, bro. I literally bought a property and stayed away, from my house. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
you were
bro,
wound
it was
up
so
back
much
there in the pocket, man.
It was so much going on, bro.
Don't take a black light into that house, Don't.
It was the first year, and you guys know, it was the first year in my life that my dad wasn't coming to any of my football games, bro. His brother, my uncle had passed. He was going through some things with COVID. And my grandmother passed a year before.
Oh, man.
So my dad was dealing with some things, man. So just spiritually of the family, like we just were going through it. And I was having a great game or I was having, a not so great game. And it was coincided with what was happening off the field. And that's why when I talk to these young athletes, I ask them,
man.
like, man, what are you consistently doing outside of the building too? Because if you are consistently being up and down outside of the building, and I'm the person where like, I'm obsessed with it. So I'm overly locked in. I'm trying to go overboard. I'm trying to make every throw because of what I'm dealing with off the field as well. I got my first, coordinator that's played the game, like played Byron Leftwich, man. He dialing it up. He's doing his thing, man. We broke records. Right?
Yes.
And I'm trying to impress him. I got Bruce Arians, a guy that showed me my very first Super Bowl ring. Right? And I'm doing everything that he's telling me to do. Right? And I tell everybody, like, man, go back and check the tape. I told him at the end, check the tape. See how many of those interceptions was really like joint efforts.
We were installing a lot of those plays in Philly. We were watching a lot of Jameis Winston that year. He was like, man, look what this dude's doing down here. You know what I mean?
We were electric, right? We were electric. And obviously everyone knows, like, okay, offensively, we got to make the most of our possessions, right? Because it hurts everybody. It hurts everybody. The offensive line, when we drive the ball down the field and boom, you throw a pick. The thing is about this, interceptions do hurt, right? But how we were growing as a team was so inspiring to see. Our defense wasn't lights out at the beginning of the year. But toward the end of the year, they just were like, hey, Jameis, I got your back. Like, we got you. We know you're going to let it fly. Like, we got your back. Levante David over there, I'm going to go get you one. I'm going to go get you one, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Carlton Davis like, okay, I'll lock it down. Like, that started to happen. And then, boom, poof, they get Tom Brady, they win the Super Bowl next year. It was going to happen with me, but they decided to get Tom Brady to make it seem like it was him that did it. You know what I'm saying? And Gronk and AB and Leonard Fournette and Tristan Wirfs. I'm going to stop.
The team really was a super team. You brought up advice you have for young quarterbacks. You're with a young quarterback right now in New York. Yeah. What's it been like operating with Jackson Dart in your role within the Giants? Obviously, you're doing great. You're in the player engagement room right now. Like, what? Yeah. I love this. Talk about commitment. We're like, 3 weeks into the offseason? Most people are, Hawaii right now? My man's in the freaking player engagement room.
But it's the vision of, okay, like, man, I done had a lot of short seasons. Like, I want to play and win in the Super Bowl.
I hear you.
So I'm not going to be out the building and I'm not taking the trips to Cabo like right after the season. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody got a job for me to go make some money for my family, I go do that. But like, like, bro, like I love this. Like, it's still football season. Do you know how painful it is? And Travis, you got to deal with this some this year. Because it's been a long time since you and Jason, you dealt with a lot, last year of you, deciding to stop playing. How, when you put in everything, man, and you started from OTAs and like, these teams have a 1 year lifespan and then just out of nowhere, everything just stops. The preparation, the sweat equity, the togetherness, it just stops, man. That hurts. So I try my best to just try to do as much as I can with what I have and simulate me preparing for the Super Bowl. But let's talk about Jackson Dart, man.
Come on now.
You know when a dog walk in the room. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. You know when a dog walk in the room, man. And when he first stepped foot in this building, man, he's been a dog, and I just really value like his work ethic. Like, I wish I could have seen just the sweat equity he was put in with Brian Dable. And I know Dave's got fired, man, but like those guys were tied at the hip, like because he is obsessed with football.
That's awesome.
And anybody that's coming in to be our head coach, you got to know that you got a guy that wants to win. He's going to win because he's special, but he's obsessed in this day and age, man. You got people that are they're more worried about what they get from football than focus on what they can do for football.
Yeah.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it's that old JFK quote, you know what I'm saying? Ask not what your country could do for you. Ask what you could do for your country.
Yeah.
That's the type of kid he is. Like his family that he comes from is just a great, wholesome family, man. He loves football. He's a dog. I'm just trying to work with him about calculated risk because he'll run over a safety or a cornerback anytime.
It's been a few times but you already know. You see those collisions, man.
Look, linebackers and D linemen. Look, we're not talking no smack to no D linemen because your offensive line got to pay for that. And we're not trying to run over no linebackers unless it's for fourth down or the end zone.
Can't take them on thick. You got to roll. You got to roll a little bit when you hit them. You can't just take them on straight up. You're gonna jack up your AC joints.
But I'd rather a young quarterback be about it than be scared.
No, for sure. Rather say roll than go.
Sure. Dude, I'm so glad you said it. I don't want to talk trash to the D-line because that offensive line got to feel that. I still remember getting ready for an NFC championship game, and my man Brandon Graham's in there, and he's talking so much trash to Dexter Lawrence. I'm like, bro, will you shut the hell up? I got to fight this dude. Are you trying to rev this dude up? What are you doing over here, BG? But nah, I'm riding with my dog. But I got to ask you this. You just said your goal is to win a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. What are you doing to realize that goal? Like, what's it going to take for Jameis Winston to get to a Super Bowl? Obviously, there's a team and all that stuff, but everything that you can control, what are you doing?
Yeah, the biggest thing that I'm doing is speaking life into my teammates, right? Because a lot of these young guys, new generation guys, they look for affirmations and stuff that let them know that okay, like I'm where I belong.
Reassurance,
and that's a simple thing I'm doing is being impeccable with my word, right? Because it starts with a plan.
Come out with the victory. We are going to touch on that. We're also going to recap an electric super wild card weekend outside of the Birds game. Break down a youth hockey fight, because who doesn't love doing that? Look ahead to the divisional round of the playoffs. And we're eating W's because Jameis Winston is here. Can you do that? I can't cross the two fingers.
I can't do this one
Not too chunky?
I jammed my shit early on.
Well, either way, we got Jameis coming, one of the most electric guys. Let's get into the episode right now with a little bit of that new news. New news is brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition. That's right.
Got it.
All right, 92%ers, we've got some massive new news. All right? Massive new news. We're launching the new official destination for New Heights merch, including brand new exclusive collabs with some outstanding brands. I'm wearing this hoodie. I do got to say, I really enjoy, I'm big on texture. You know what I mean? I don't like when things feel synthetic. These feel real nice. I like the collar of this shirt.
I love this.
This little baby shirt it's heavy. It's got some girth to it, just like Vince Baby would have if he was a real person.
Where is Vince Baby at?
It's in my garage.
we got to get some more good use out of it.
Dude, I really do want to do some Baby games, giving out gold cups. I think this offseason, we got to have some fun with all this stuff. Come on.
This is also a place where you can find and shop all of our favorite stuff. We call it the Kelce Clubhouse. That's right. Kelce Clubhouse is the official home for the 92%ers. Everything New Heights, everything Kelce, all in one epic destination. And look at this right here. You got the beautiful New Heights green. What a fucking dope layout.
It's the best. I mean, listen, there's a lot of cool merch on there. There's a bunch of products, like Travis said, some of our favorite products that maybe not even associated with the show, just things that we like. You're going to see these brands on this page. But one of the things I'm really excited about this clubhouse for is we've thought about trying to bring this show to life. Like, we do this show every week. We love that everybody tunes into this, how the fan base that we built with you guys, the 92%ers, and what are ways that we can continue to build this thing in a way that you guys have fun with it and feel engaged, whether that's creating t-shirts or things that 92%ers yourselves come up with, supporting things that this show and our fan bases encourage and like. We're just trying to figure out a way to have more fun with it. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. This is the first official launch. I got the vintage pickup truck hoodie.
I love that one, man. You already know the back of it shows the pickup truck and the license plate. It's dope, though. No, it's dope, man. It's dope.
This is what the back of it looks like. There we go. Boom.
Nice. So, we got the all right now, New Heights all right now tee. You already know. And we just we wanted to do something fun for you guys, and make it easy to go one destination for anything New Heights related. So go over there and check out the clubhouse. That is Kelce Clubhouse, baby.
Yeah. Check it out. We got are there any boyfriend whistles for sale yet?
Do we have any whistles yet?
What about 1-hole straws or 2-hole straws?
We're brewing this thing up. All right, now.
All right, now let's talk Pro Standard. One of our first big brand collabs of the Kelce Clubhouse is Pro Standard. Jake, you got some in the merch. Why don't you come on in here, buddy? Model it off. Jets Jake, his first modeling gig. Ooh.
Look at this. We got this hoodie is nice. This hoodie
it is.
Nice.
We got a nice wash gray look. We got the t-shirt here too. Jason, you were saying you like the textures. We got like a raised logo here.
Little bubbly, little bubble letter.
I was wearing this earlier. It's so comfy. It's unbelievable.
Love it. Great job.
This is maybe the highest quality thing we've ever put out in the store. This collab is for the people. I love it.
They're nice. Why don't you show off that baby shirt a little bit too?
We got the baby. I was wearing this.
No. Stand up. I want to see a spin.
You want me to spin?
Yes.
We're not selling pants, Jason. I don't know what I'm wearing under this.
Are you just wearing underwear under this? Are you wearing a diaper right now?
What else do you wear with the little baby?
Are you dressed like the baby?
I'm not appropriately dressed to be modeling full body. I'll put it down.
I disagree. I think you look great.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right. Well, we're also announcing our first book. That's right. Can you believe that we're publishing a book? We're authors. Who would have thought? We're authors. I don't even know if that's the correct way to say this.
We're publishers.
Yeah, we're publishers. Yeah. No Dumb Questions is now available for pre-order on the Kelce Clubhouse. We're compiling all the No Dumb Questions that you guys have helped us build throughout these wonderful 3 years of doing this show thus far, so that you guys can enjoy these with friends, people around you. I don't know, you're taking a shit, open the book. That's what I like reading. It's got all the best and funniest dumb questions we answered on the show, and it's in book for your reading pleasure. Do you remember that book that we had when we used to take shits and growing up? There was like a book that had like random facts, and I would just sit there and like get stuck. This is before you had your phones, but you would just sit there and you would get stuck on it.
I don't remember the random facts. There was always a Golf Digest and a Tom Clancy book.
Or Popular Science. Popular Science was one that Dad liked.
Popular Science was a good one,
Was it Popular Science or Popular Mechanics? Anyways, all right. Well, we don't have those, but we do have No Dumb Questions. You can pre-order it now, and you'll be one of the first to get it when it drops later this year. Yeah. Who doesn't love a No Dumb Question?
Not right now.
We have the book if you want to see it. Do you want to see it?
I mean, yes. Yeah, sure, we'll see it.
All right, let's see it. Ooh!
Oh, wow, this is a hardback.
Hardcover.
Nice. How about it, man?
So go check out Kelce Clubhouse at www.kelceclubhouse.com. It's live right now. We're going to be highlighting
it's up and running, baby.
Some new great stuff every week. Listen, tell us. We want this to be an interactive thing. Like, you tell us what you want. Like, what are you guys interested in celebrating this show with? How can we provide for you? Yeah, we got a lot of fun collabs, new products planned. So let us know what you think.
Yeah, honestly, we're really proud of this, and it's been something that we've been working on over the past year. And
yeah, I think. Listen, we've been working on this for a while now. We've been trying to build one hub. We've heard you guys. You guys like representing the show. The 92%ers are freaking fearless and relentless in their pursuit to express their 92%erness. And this is what the shop does. And it's also going to, again, we want this to be a communication thing. We want to build this thing together. We love having the No Dumb Questions, fan mail, like all the things that you guys do.
The new collabs. And we love hearing from you guys on what you guys think. We're pumped. Yeah. Make sure you check out KelceClubhouse.com for new surprises every single week. And welcome to the club, 92%ers.
Hey, yo.
Did you want to do a dunk update before we wrap new news?
I mean, I think it's funny. I'd like to hear. I'm genuinely curious if Travis thinks I can do it.
You look legit as fuck.
I look legit?
Yes. Look at that. You are up there. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to dunk other than you probably can't palm a basketball.
I can palm it.
I don't think you can palm a basketball.
I can palm it, but I can't contain it through a violent movement like jumping and trying to dunk a basketball. So this is my question. I can get high enough now, I feel like, using my arms as momentum. What's the technique of running and jumping with a basketball that allows me to build this?
This is why you see a lot of kids like throw the alley-oop and get it to right there by the rim, and then they just flush it. Here, looking at you palm this fucking volleyball, it's great. You can't do a basketball like that?
I can. The problem is I lose it at the top.
It's that finger, isn't it?
That finger's not helping. It's not helping
finger, isn't it?
My dead knuckle.
Damn it, man. Dude, you look explosive. It looks like you got the footwork down right. It's just, I don't think you could. And then I saw you do it at the end here.
Dude, I got my weightlifting belt on. Did you see that?
Take that fucking thing off.
I'm trying to apply more force with the belt.
So this is you lost about a foot of airtime.
That was a bad rep. We didn't show the ones that look good on there. We're trying to build suspense here, but I'm very close.
You didn't even get to the rim, Jason.
Mike didn't want to show the good one. All right, I don't know what you want me to tell you. He showed the bad one. I'll take it. The weight belt, I'm not sure if it was beneficial or not. I got all sorts of gadgets I'm going to try and use to get my fat ass up there.
A weight belt is not it.
Well, it allows you to apply more force.
No, it doesn't.
It allows you to apply more force.
I don't care what. You have to be able to use those hips to sink.
I don't know. I'm going to try a squat suit. I'm trying a squat suit this week. I'm going to get my fat ass up there.
You're not even going to touch the fucking rim.
Dude, it's like a fucking rubber band. How would I not be able to jump higher?
It's not a rubber band.
It's legitimately a giant.
It's literally restricting your hips.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not trying to actual dribble and do functional things. I'm just trying to jump higher.
You need those things. You need those things fluid so you can fire. Right now, that's good for a standstill movement. That's not good.
What about knee sleeves? What about knee sleeves?
No, you don't need knee sleeves.
But my knees hurt. They might be able to provide balance. What about
get those outer hips going? That's how you save the knees, man. Get the outer hips going.
Should I take the tights off? Should I take the tights off?
No, the tights are fine. Tights aren't doing anything.
All right.
The first half of this video is very legit, though, so I'll give you your props. I think you might. You're close. You're way closer than I thought. You thought? Yes. You bringing in all these fucking belts and fucking braces.
How high do you think I jump on the Vertec? Not just standing, just running and jumping.
Running and jumping on a Vertec?
No. I'm just talking about what height do you think I'm reaching?
I'm looking at you getting
not the vertical,
a hand length over the back, over the rim. So it looks like you're probably jumping like a 10.5, 10.6.
Dude, 10.8.
2
10,
inches.
8.5, really.
2 inches, man.
Dude, you know how important 2 inches is. Come on now.
Create life with 2 inches.
Yeah, fuck. If I had 2 more inches, I'd be fucking... I'd basically be a porn star at that point. I mean, fucking.
All right, man. Well, so how long did it already start? Did the month start? Are we the whole month of January? All right.
So get this.
End of January.
So January 29th, I'm dunking at a Sixers game. That's going to be the day that I'm going to try and do this.
Half, or during one of the timeouts?
I honestly, I don't know. I just know it's on the 29th.
29th. Game. Dude, fucking, that's how you sell some fucking tickets right there.
Well, I figured I'm going to try and do this for the first time. And we're going all in. It's either going to be maximum celebration and energy at the first time I've ever done this,
or Philly will literally boo you off the fucking court.
Yeah, it's going to be public shame. It's going to be public shame, which I'm all in. Either way, I'm going to feel something.
Man.
Anyways, that wraps up new news. New news is brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition.
Get into some super wild card weekend that we just experienced, and man, was it action packed. We had a bunch of fucking great matchups. Let's start off with some bold topics that are brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. That's right.
There we go.
There we go. Those taxes. We are getting close to the tax season, so don't forget that. You don't want no one knocking at your door. Tell them that you owe them. So, nice. Best wildcard weekend since last wildcard weekend is playoff football, baby. Are you fucking kidding me? We had 4 games decided by 4 points or less. That's right. It's the NFL is tighter than it's ever been in terms of the wins losses. Don't have to get into how many one-scored games I lost this year. The 12 fourth quarter lead changes in the first 4 games set up an all-time playoff record. How about that? 12 fourth quarter lead changes. That means teams are coming up big on offensive side of the ball and going back and forth, man. And God, it does create some fucking magic, man.
It's been wild. Yeah, the fourth quarters and the lead changes have made them extra exciting at the end of them. The Bears game alone,
that's the one that stands out
blown away. I mean, it's insane.
Soldier Field getting a fucking dub, man. God damn it, dude. That place looked like it was absolutely rocking.
Are there two teams that hate each other right now more than the Bears and Packers?
I don't. It doesn't seem like it, dude. You know when they really hate each other is when the fucking two coaches. You can't hide it.
It's
you know
like
what I mean?
palpable.
Yeah.
Like normally coaches, I'm so used to coaches. I kind of love it. I'm used to coaches like, oh no, we got a lot of respect for these guys. We don't want any bulletin board material. These guys are talking shit before the game. The handshakes in midfield is petty. I mean, this shit would look at the.
You love that shit. I knew you would love that shit.
It's so fucking. I don't even know what to say about it. It's crazy.
LaFleur's got to be fucking pissed.
The look on his face.
It's tough, dog. But the Bears have been doing what the Bears have been doing, man. They've those fourth quarter surges, and like we were kind of talking with Jameis later in this episode, man. Some quarterbacks just have that ability to just fucking flip that switch, and they get into that mode of where I don't have to think about this. This is do or die. I have to throw this ball. I have to make this play. And Caleb Williams came up fucking huge. Gave us some highlights that we'll remember forever.
We should just rename him Mr. Caleb Dr. Williams or something like Mr. Williams, Dr. Caleb.
Oh, just Jekyll and Hyde.
What he was in the first half and what he is at certain times where it feels like he should be easier. And then all of a sudden at the end of games when it has to happen, he makes some of the most insane throws I've ever seen in my life.
It's like feels like it's been like this all year. He feels it out. He feels it out. And then the fourth quarter comes and he's just like, all right, I know what's going on now. And he just shows up. And I mean, it was that fourth down where he threw the fucking like off the ground, threw it going left.
Yeah.
Crazy fucking, yeah. It's either like literally the game is virtually over if you don't make that because the Packers are in scoring position again already. And it's like, man, just an absolute epic fucking throw. And to be able to fucking see this and be like, oh yeah, he's open. I can put it somewhere he can catch it. It's fucking crazy.
Like how?
And then what is it? A doozy for him to hold on to this fucking ball right here after he turns around.
Yes.
Big time ball.
Schlopped.
He did. He got fucking schlopped.
The Eagles got schlopped. Niners 23, Eagles 19. Eagles season is over. Very frustrating game and season for the Eagles.
You could tell everybody was frustrated in Philly, man. Everybody that's talking about it, everybody on that team, it just feels like they just couldn't get it clicking, man. And I know they were winning ball games, but you already know, man, when it's not clicking, you gotta find a way to get over that hump, man. It just felt like there was always something eerie about what was going on over there this year, man. And it definitely wasn't like that last year. Last year it was fucking Saquon and the excitement, everybody celebrating in the end zones. We got fucking guys running downfield, like running to celebrate with each other. It just felt like there was something off about that Eagles team this year. And unfortunately, it came down to the last play against the Niners, man. And shout out to Kyle Shanahan and those fucking 49ers, man. They are proving it year in, year out, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably his best. I mean, everybody's saying it now, so it's not like it's breaking. But the coaching job Kyle Shanahan's done this year, what they've overcome as a team, what they have on defense, like what Saleh has built, they are just a resilient group, and they have fought through all the adversity, and they've overcome it, and they find themselves in the second round of the playoffs missing their best players on defense, like two, not just like guys, like this is the best linebacker and best defensive end in the league, like arguably. Crazy, so it's, man. Offensively, they don't have their star receiver. Ayuk is out. Kittle has been in and out, just went down again. I love George Kittle. I'm wishing the best for him. That sucks. Football is better when George Kittle is freaking on the field. Man. They missed their starting quarterbacks out for 8 games, and they come in. Mac Jones functions. It's just that organization is doing it right. They have been doing it right for a long time, and it's been impressive to watch. As for the Eagles, very, very frustrating season. Very, very frustrating season. Defensively, played great, and I know this game they want some plays back, but all in all, the defense played outstanding all year. They overcame so much. They got better. If you look at the difference of what that defense is paid, I think it's the lowest paid defense in the NFL, and their production, it is absolutely insane. And a lot of that's because a lot of those guys are young players that they have brought in. Vic Fangio, that entire staff over that defense has done a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. Offensively has been the thing that everybody's been up in arms about. And I get it. I really do. The the expectations should be much higher than what they put out this season. I know I made some comments on Monday Night Football. I do love Kevin Patullo. I'm not trying to absolve Kevin Patullo of blame. Like, obviously, they let go of Kevin today as the offensive coordinator. I guess Tuesday, as you're seeing it, yesterday. And of course, like, the offense wasn't up to the task this year. It regressed. And the main reason it regressed, and I've been saying this from the beginning, was the run game. The offensive line's inability to stay healthy all together, to open up holes. Saquon Barkley was almost at the NFL record for rushing last year.
Insane.
All right. They were incredible in the run game. And the passing game, they struggled last year. I mean, there was all sorts of things happening last season that we like to forget because we won the Super Bowl. But the passing game has been an issue for multiple seasons now. Now the running game isn't there. Why isn't it there? The offensive line is in and out. They're hurt. Guys are overcoming injuries. They're not playing the same way they've played in the past. You have a quarterback that's not running as much. Jalen Hurts, the threat of him running the ball
can't stress
opens
that enough,
up
man.
so much for the running back when they have to truly respect it. And it also opens up things downfield. And I know everybody likes to talk about the predictability. And to be honest, yes, I would love to see more creative things. I love watching the trick plays. I loved, as much as I didn't love watching it in the game, the trick play to McCaffrey was an awesome play, right? I like watching the creativeness. I would love to see more motions. I would love to see all that stuff. That being said, we had plays to make in that game. I keep coming back to that. When it comes down to it, not talking about the fourth down play, the 49ers had their opportunities to win the game, and we had ours, and we didn't capitalize on ours. We didn't capitalize on the catches and the throws and the penalties that took back big plays.
Yeah.
It was similar to how the whole season is going. So it's a frustrating way to end it. Not that surprising with how they just were never able to get a lot of it fixed.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going to go offensively. I think sometimes it's when you have success as a group and you have success as an offense, you tend to rely on that. Like A.J. Brown on a slant route has been automatic for 4 years. It doesn't matter what you do. Like, it's like, how do you can't stop it. He's too big. He's too physical. This year, all that stuff just didn't work as well. It would probably behoove the Eagles to bring in somebody with a fresh perspective on where it's at currently. Because when you're in it, you're thinking about what you've done well in the past. You're thinking about how you've had success. It's like, man, I know this guy can do this. I know this can happen here. Yeah. When you bring in somebody else, it's like, man, this is where we're at now. And now we can bring in some fresh ideas. We can figure out a way to maximize things.
While keeping that nucleus together.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it needs to be anything actually that drastic. I think we probably want somebody who's been proven offensively as a successful coach, and he could come in and look at things under a new lens with a lot of similar pieces.
Well, the big topic right now is that fourth down call. And we know that Devontae missed the pass on that 3rd and 11. They didn't get lined up fast enough, or they were waiting to see what the defense might have shown to call a timeout and get the right play call going into that fourth down. And they end up going with what everybody's saying online, 4 verticals, which is, those of you that don't know football knowledge, it's a play that everybody has ran their entire lives. Like, we ran that at Heights, and we ran it at just Cincinnati. We ran it every offense. It's day one type stuff. And I think that's getting thrown at Patullo as that's not the play call that needs to be called right there. If it works, it is the play call to be had right there. And I think that it's tough because it's cover 4. That's not the best look versus cover 4, but every play that you call has an answer.
Yeah.
And it's up to those players on the field to be able to make it shake no matter what. Yeah. And I think, it's easy to point fingers at the end of the game when you're on your last dollar, you're on your last play, you're on this is your last chance to make it right. No, you had a whole 4 quarters to try and get that win. And it's a crazy, scenario to end the season on, knowing how much fucking talent was over there.
That's the thing. It's the highest paid offense in the NFL, and they are mediocre across the board. That's what I keep coming down to. The bottom line is this offense didn't live up to what it should have. right? And Patullo's the offensive coordinator, bears responsibility, and so do the players. That's my thing. I don't think the players played as good as they could have. And I love all those guys, and that's just the way it is sometimes. I had my seasons. I damn sure did. And, how do they rebound from this? Where do they go from here? There'll be new faces in. There'll be faces that are familiar, that are out. And the thing with Patullo, the fourth down call gets criticized because, the whole offense was criticized all year. Now, I don't think it's fair to ever just put it on one guy, especially when the passing game.
That's where I call bullshit. You can't just throw it on one guy.
Yeah, and Jalen said it after the game. I don't think right now is the time to put it on any one person. Now, listen, he is the offensive coordinator.
That is a responsibility.
Yeah. Well, it's not only to call plays, it's also to have the players play well. And that's the mark of all the coaches, right? That's Jeff Stoutland is the best offensive line coach in the NFL. That's his job, is to get the offensive line to play well. We didn't play as well as we have in the past. Now, there's all sorts of excuses. Like, guys were hurt. Lane Johnson was out for half of the year, dang near. That makes it difficult. Again, I would like to see more creativity. I think the Eagles tried to. They tried to do more under center. So, if you're not going to do the gun runs with Jalen, you might as well get underneath. Because that's why the gun runs are successful. He keeps people honest. He's a threat to go run the ball. Okay, now we got to get under center. Now we got to develop play actions. It's hard to develop all that stuff in the middle of a season. And it never got to what it needed to get to. And the offense as a whole, just the players were hurt. Guys didn't play as well. Saquon didn't have the same year because, in part, the offensive line wasn't as good. They were banged up. The run game is the main difference from this season and last season.
Still a fucking boatload of talent over there in Philly. And we got a boatload of talent still left in the playoffs, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Get to some of the other games in the wild card weekend. We already talked about that Bills-Jags game, but that Rams-Panthers game was just as exciting. A little bit more action on the offensive side. 34-31 Rams. Friend of the show, Matthew Stafford, went to fucking work. It's so fun seeing that dude play the game, man. How he can manipulate the defense with his eyes and his shoulders and just how he casually goes through progressions as a quarterback in the pocket. It's just fun as hell to watch that guy go to work, man. And especially later in the game when it all counts. The Panthers almost pulled it off. And I think that was the bigger story, is that the Panthers actually gave the Rams a hell of a fucking fight.
That was definitely the story. I thought that the Rams would win this game pretty handily. The Panthers kind of snuck in there. Hats off to Bryce.
Put up fucking 31 points in a wild card game.
He made a lot of freaking big plays.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Bryce Young continues to just improve and improve and improve. A guy that I think everybody was questioning whether he was going to be a bust or out when he got benched, 2 games in the last season?
Yeah.
Has reemerged. And, man, the Rams defense aren't any slouches, man. They got some horses over there. Their front can get after it. So, heck of a performance. I know it's not the outcome the Panthers wanted. At this point in the NFC, I do think it's going to come down to the Rams, Seahawks. I think they're the most talented teams left. Seahawks, it'll come down to, if Sam Darnold can deliver, that defense is, oh my God.
They fly around, dude. It is so fucking fun to watch them. Now they got to be ready though, man. Because as much as we love to see how that team has played throughout the season and in big moments, to feel like they're ready for these big moments. Playoff football is playoff football, man. It is just a different beast, and you got to kind of have an understanding of what you're getting yourself into. So it's exciting to see, but Sam Darnold's a crafty vet at this point, knows how to win some ball games, and I'm excited to see next week's matchup, man.
I am too, man. I think, Rams, Bears, freaking 49ers, Seahawks, both of those games are going to be awesome to watch. And we watched a great game against the Bills and Jags. Jags almost pulled it off.
They were like that Seattle Jew. They had the juice internally.
Yeah.
And they had the excitement. They come up big in big times throughout the season. But playoff football, it just felt like the Bills had a little bit more, just had a little bit more the other day, man. And I think Josh being in these moments before.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it.
Huge part of it, yeah.
Yeah. And this is what everybody keeps saying. I know Josh gets a lot of the attention for the Bills because he's the quarterback and he's the guy that's the biggest name left in the playoffs. But I know they beat the Jags and it's a great win for the Bills. I worry that this defense at some point and that Josh, the weapons they have offensively outside of the run game and Cook, it's not that significant. And how much can Josh really get done? Now, they got it done this week against the Jags. I'm always rooting for Josh. I love that guy. But I don't know. We'll see. This will be a big one this week.
Threw for 308 and got that thing out to damn near everybody on the fucking offensive side of the ball. Nine different Bills caught a pass, and including Brandon Cooks, who's only been on the roster since November. So he's seeing the field well, man.
But what are they going to do against Houston?
Make plays. They make plays, dude.
I don't know, man. I just feel like they're going to struggle to get people open.
Josh is a big dude, and he makes plays as a quarterback. It's just, whether it's just breaking an arm tackle, getting out of these sacks, that's huge. Getting out of the pocket, making the defense have to play that extra, 6 seconds.
I wasn't really talking about this week. I was more just talking about
if they beat the Broncos,
If they play Houston, they're not going to do anything. Well, the Broncos are so weird, man. Sometimes teams will freaking sneak up on them.
Number 1 seed is going to sneak up on them.
No, I'm saying sometimes teams sneak up on the Broncos.
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
Their defense is really, really good, but every once in a while, it's like, I don't know, Houston's defense is fucking insane, across the board.
It's about as legit as it gets right now.
And the Broncos are really good as well.
That's why it's playoff football, baby. It's the best there is. The best there is. Patriots, Chargers, not that exciting, but Patriots came out 16-3. Everybody was looking for Herbert to take that next step, man. Drops to 0-3 in the playoffs. Huge Herbert fan over here. And he was trying to make plays with his feet, but it just at the end of the day just didn't go well for him, man. There were a few 4th downs that they came up short on.
They've been so banged up front. They've lost both of their star tackles.
Yeah, he was back there getting fucking rocked.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you want the guy to do.
We've seen it before, but at the same time, it's like, man, he's a fearless competitor.
Yeah, my guy Milton Williams is running around unblocked. I mean, they've had to try and overcome that all year, and it's a testament to them to even be here with some of the pieces that they've been missing up front and how good that defense is as well. Jesse Minter deserves a lot of credit for what he's built over there as well. As someone who played both of these teams, what do you think of that matchup?
Broncos got to show up in the first half. Not that they didn't against us. I'm just saying, they're notorious right now for finding ways to win at the end of the game. They have to show up in the first half. It's just you can't win in the playoffs by not putting together 4 quarters.
Unless you're Caleb Williams.
I stand corrected. I think the Bills being a veteran team kind of trumps some of that. You got to play all 4 quarters against the Bills.
Yeah.
You can't let Josh Allen get up there. He's a tempo controller, you know what I mean? And he'll absolutely wear you down as a quarterback, man, both in the pass game and run game. And he's starting to make over the past 3-4 years, he's been making the right decision. You know what I mean? I think if the Broncos come out, making plays, Bo Nix comes out, throwing the ball downfield early, being confident in his read, this is going to be a hell of a fucking game.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping for. And if you're Denver, man, you got to wrap that dude up, man. You got to find a way to not let Josh Allen break tackles and get outside the pocket and not only make plays with his feet, but make plays with his arm outside of the pocket, because that's when you can really get fucking torched.
Well, the other game that we had this past week is the Texans-Steelers game. I was at that one. Score 30-6. Looks way more severe than what that game was for the vast majority of it, which was a defensive battle between both teams. The Texans are just so loaded across the board. Pittsburgh's front is incredible. The Texans, every level of that defense has dogs all across it.
It does.
D'Amico Ryans and Matt Burke, the defensive coordinator, have them playing physical. If CJ Stroud can stay composed and poised, this team could be the best team in the AFC. That's the reality of it. Last night against Pittsburgh.
It's kind of all in his hands right now, man.
Dude, I don't want to put it on him. And I think CJ's a great player. But it's dude, this is a year where it's dude, just freaking, you got some guys over there.
You got some dogs.
Don't make mistakes.
Your running back ran last night. Holy shit.
Yeah, he
was getting down fucking hill. When you got that kind of physical game and you're getting pockets like he was getting, man.
Yeah.
It's all on the big guy, man. And obviously we're huge fans of him. I've had my opportunities to meet the guy, great guy and great player, even better guy on top of that. And he's just, it's all in his hands right now, the way that defense is playing.
Listen, it's going to be Texans versus New England. We're going to see the young quarterback that everybody likes, including me, Drake May, up in New England, face the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this game. I really can't. Points are going to be at a premium in this one. I don't know where it's going to go. And it'll be fun to see between CJ and Drake May who can get it done. I don't know, man. This Texans defense, though, that's what I'm the most excited to watch.
Even bigger news than the Texans beating the Steelers is Mike Tomlin stepping away.
Okay.
Tomlin stepping down means the Steelers will retain his trading rights. He was not fired.
That's interesting.
The most recent coach that was traded was Sean Payton.
Yeah.
He was for a first and second round pick. This is all news to me. I forgot coaches were even tradable.
Do you remember the one that happened in our childhood that I was like, that ended up being crazy?
Wait for it.
You got it.
Wait for it.
Another guy that did TV for a long time.
Bill Cowher.
No. John Gruden. John Gruden was famously traded from the Oakland Raiders to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I did not know that. And then he went back to the Raiders?
He won a Super Bowl and then at some point went back. I think the trade happened before the Super Bowl, which was from Oakland to Tampa Bay. I'm pretty sure. Are we doing this podcast by ourselves?
Is anybody listening?
He was traded. Sorry, I was snacking. He was traded to the Bucs and then met the Raiders in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was the year after.
But he went back to the Raiders after. I'm just making sure it was.
He did Monday Night Football for like 10 years and then went back to the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Mike T. Hopefully he does great in TV, which I'm sure he will because he's unbelievable.
Charisma, baby.
No doubt.
Moving to the divisional round, which one you pumped to see the most? Bills at Broncos on CBS. We got the Niners at the Seahawks up there in the land of the 12s on Fox. And then Sunday, those are both two Saturday games. And then Sunday, we got Texans, Patriots, Rams at Bears on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, I mean, the game I'm the most excited for is the game that I'm going to actually be at, which is going to be the Texans-Patriots game. And I do think it'll be a game that'll be full of excitement. I'm looking forward to May versus this Texans defense to see how he responds and how he operates. He's been incredible. He's been poised. It's going to be hard to be poised against these guys.
2 defensive touchdowns against the Steelers, man.
The one that I'm not going to that I am excited to watch is Chicago versus the Rams. I think it's going to be an exciting one. I also just like watching both those teams play. Like I like Sean McVay. I like Ben Johnson. I like watching all the design. I like Puka Nacua. I like watching Caleb Williams. I mean, it's a lot of things that will lend itself to just being a fun game to watch, I'm sure.
I'm fucking pumped on this Bills-Broncos game. I'm so pumped that it's the first one we get to fucking see. It's going to be on CBS on Saturday. Josh and Bo Nix kind of play the game similar in my eyes. You know, obviously 2 completely different athletes. Bo he's every bit of exciting, especially in his early years, because he still hasn't reached that pinnacle yet. And this is an opportunity where he can kind of start to cement his name among the best quarterbacks in the league, man. And I'm excited to see that matchup.
Yeah.
That wraps up Bold Topics, brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. Don't forget to do your taxes.
Let's wrap up this episode with some stamps of the week,
which is brought to you by HBO Max. Don't miss the new Game of Thrones series, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, premiering this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern on HBO Max. And for my stamp of the week, I'm keeping it in the family.
Going not mom?
Dude, I'm going mom all day. Did you watch this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
She killed it. Mom was doing great. I mean, I know she got eliminated, but
I was so proud of her, man. She looked like she was having a blast, enjoying it all. And for all of you that don't know, our mother just did Traitors, and she was the first ever secret traitor that the show has ever had. Showed everybody what she's got. And it was just so cool to see her in this moment. And shout out to my guy, Ron Funches, for, you know, sticking by her side and being kind to her. Kind of got through for a loop. I'm sure it did. He probably felt a certain way after he found out that she was the secret traitor. But she got eliminated, in the, early episodes, but man, it was just so fun to see her out there living out her dream, giving the world a beautiful message about, you know, being fortunate enough to do these things at her age and where she is in life. And it's just so cool to see her live in that moment, man.
I agree. No, I thought she did fantastic. Like, I know she was eliminated, but I think it's really hard to go into those shows as like an outsider, that you become like an easy target to try and maneuver in that show. So I thought Mom did a great job. I loved watching her in it. I thought she was way more deceitful and and devious than I thought Mom could ever be, which was surprising.
That too. She stood her ground at the round table.
Oh yeah.
And it was just so cool to see. And shout out to everybody on this Traders.
I'm going to stamp some kids, because who doesn't love stamping kids that are getting into fisticuffs together? Let's take a look at this hockey fight that's been making the rounds. I don't know if you guys have seen it, 92%ers, but who doesn't love a good hockey fight to begin with?
Oh, look at these kids getting after it in the corner.
The afternoon sunlight spilled softly over Los Angeles, glinting off the quiet streets as if hinting at the hush before a story worth telling. Inside a cozy podcast studio, laughter and conversation bounced off the walls, but the air held something more intimate, almost sacred. Travis Kelce leaned back in his chair, the weight of a season's disappointment still lingering in the corners of his mind. But today it was different. Today, the conversation wasn't about touchdowns or playoff streaks. It was about family, love, and anticipation. Across from him, Kylie Kelce's laugh bubbled with warmth and effortless charisma, filling the space with a protective glow that reminded everyone present why the Kelce family had become an emblem of loyalty, heart, and humor. Then, Ed Sheeran joined the conversation, calm and observant, his presence a gentle rhythm amid the chatter, the perfect balance to the energy swirling around Travis and Kylie. Travis' voice trembled slightly as he spoke about the upcoming wedding, the words falling in soft, unpolished honesty. I mean, we're all just trying to figure out our part, you know? It's not just a celebration. It's family. It's history. Kylie nodded, her eyes sparkling as she chimed in, teasingly recounting little moments of preparation, the inside jokes that only a sister-in-law could understand. Ed, leaning forward, smiled knowingly, sharing a story about planning around friends and their quirks, his guitar resting casually beside him, a quiet reminder of the music that had brought him into this circle of life-changing connections. Camera flashes from a distant recording crew occasionally flickered through the room, catching Kylie adjusting a strand of hair, Travis exhaling deeply, and Ed's hand tracing the edge of a notebook, each movement telling more than words ever could. Travis paused, his hands folded in front of him, reflecting on the surreal collision of worlds, football stadiums, Grammy stages, and now the intimate joy of building a life with Taylor Swift. It's overwhelming sometimes, he admitted, voice soft, almost a whisper, not in a bad way, just knowing how big this is for her, for us, for everyone involved. Kylie laughed again, a soft, protective sound, brushing her fingers against the microphone as if to tether him back to the room, back to the shared present. She spoke of small joys, folding napkins just so, a playlist curated for family dinners, the perfect toast she hoped to give. Ed leaned in, adding his own perspective, the calm storyteller in the room, grounding their excitement with gentle humor and the wisdom of experience. The conversation shifted, subtle yet poignant, toward the deepest significance, love and family not as a spectacle, but as a foundation. Travis' eyes glistened as he reflected on his parents, his siblings, and the new life forming with Taylor. This isn't just a wedding, he said, pausing, letting the silence linger like a held breath. It's all the people who shaped us, who believed in us. It's everything. Kylie reached across, squeezing his arm in solidarity, the camera capturing a fleeting close-up of hands intertwined, fingers brushing over shared history and unspoken understanding. Ed hummed softly, adding a lyrical punctuation to the room's emotion, reminding them all that music, family, and love intersect in moments like this, small, intimate, immortal. As the episode drew to a close, the storytelling crescendoed in gentle waves. They laughed at imagined mishaps, shared heartfelt advice, and envisioned the wedding day, laughter spilling across the lawn, Taylor's soft smile catching the light of a golden sunset, Travis nervously adjusting his cufflinks, Kylie ensuring everything felt perfect, and Ed strumming a quiet tune that would linger in memory long after the last guest had gone. The room's energy softened, voices slowing, a shared sense of anticipation and reflection hanging in the air. Travis leaned back one final time, a small, genuine smile breaking across his face. It's going to be something else, he whispered, almost to himself. Kylie and Ed nodded, their eyes bright, hearts full. And as the studio lights dimmed, the camera captured the final frame. A trio suspended in quiet joy, laughter, and love. The kind that transforms ordinary moments into stories the world will remember. The morning sunlight streamed softly through the Ohio mansion's tall windows, casting a golden glow over the polished hardwood floors. Travis Kelce stood in the grand living room, hands tucked in his pockets, eyes scanning the serene space that had been chosen as the couple's pre-wedding sanctuary. Taylor Swift moved quietly around him, notebook in hand, scribbling last-minute ideas for her vows and potential songs inspired by the intimate home. The air was calm but charged with a mixture of anticipation and nervous excitement, the kind that only comes before a life-changing day. Outside, the lake mirrored the sky, its surface undisturbed, a perfect reflection of the rare peace surrounding the couple. Kylie Kelce entered the room, coffee in hand, her energy immediately filling the space. "We need to talk about our roles," she said with a mischievous grin, leaning casually against the doorway. Travis laughed, relief washing over him at the familiar presence of his sister, a constant anchor through the whirlwind of his NFL life. Kylie's gaze shifted to Taylor, and the two shared a warm, quiet nod of mutual understanding. There was no performance here, no media lenses, just family, love, and the subtle hum of excitement. As they gathered around the kitchen island, Ed Sheeran appeared via video call, his face lighting up the screen. "All right, people, I need the lowdown. What am I allowed to do at this wedding without ruining the vibe?" His British accent carried both humor and genuine curiosity. Travis shook his head, a small smile tugging at his lips. "Honestly, Ed, just show up and be you. Taylor might throw in a surprise, but mostly, just stay alive and don't outshine anyone." Laughter erupted, filling the mansion with a warmth that had nothing to do with the heaters. Even in these moments, the blending of music, sports, and family felt effortless, natural. The discussion quickly turned to Kylie's insights on managing the day. "We need structure," she said, tapping her nails against the island. "Taylor and Travis will shine no matter what, but the rest of us, especially the family, need cues. We've got emotional moments coming, and we can't let chaos steal them." Travis nodded, feeling a quiet admiration for his sister's ability to balance humor, authority, and love. Even Taylor, usually self-assured, glanced at Kylie with a soft smile, recognizing her unspoken role as the family glue. Moments later, Donna Kelce, Travis and Jason's mother, entered the room. The mansion, usually quiet, suddenly seemed warmer. She paused to take in the scene, the calm, the preparation, the subtle buzz of excitement. "I can't believe this is really happening," she said softly, her voice carrying both nostalgia and pride. Her eyes lingered on Travis, tracing the lines of a man who had grown from the little boy she raised into a star whose life now intertwined with one of the world's most famous artists. The weight of her emotions was almost visible, a gentle tremor in her hands as she clasped them together. The conversation flowed naturally from heartfelt to humorous. Kylie recounted a story from the podcast with Matt Damon, laughing softly as she mimicked Damon's animated expressions. "He was gushing over me again. Can you believe it?" she said. Travis groaned, hiding a smile behind a hand. Ed, from his screen, chuckled and added, "Sounds like you're the real MVP of this wedding, Kylie." The energy was light, but beneath the laughter was an undercurrent of emotional gravity. These were moments that would be remembered forever, the quiet interludes before a monumental life event. Outside, the garden had been prepped. White flowers lined the pathways, their scent mingling with the crisp Ohio air. Travis and Taylor walked together along the paths, the wind teasing strands of hair and fabric, the sun casting soft shadows across their path. Their hands brushed, a subtle but deliberate connection that spoke volumes of commitment, trust, and shared excitement. Taylor paused to look at the lake, the reflection of their future shimmering in its calm waters. "This is perfect," she whispered, voice barely audible, carrying the weight of sincerity and love. Travis nodded, knowing words weren't enough. The quiet understanding between them said everything. Later, the podcast discussion resurfaced, this time in a more private setting. Travis reflected on the impact of family and how the Kelce household had always been a source of grounding and stability. "My dad, Ed, taught me resilience," he said, voice trembling slightly as memories surfaced. "Even when things went wrong, even when we faced disappointment, he reminded me to stand tall." Taylor reached over, placing a hand on his arm, her presence a steady support. Ed Sheeran nodded from the screen, his expression soft, recognizing the depth of connection and history behind Travis' words. Preparations continued with meticulous care. Kylie coordinated table settings and flower arrangements, her laughter punctuating the soft classical music that played in the background. Donna moved quietly among them, offering guidance, small smiles, and gentle touches of reassurance. Each moment was layered with meaning. A glance here, a whispered joke there, hands brushing accidentally but purposefully, reminders that love, family, and support were woven into the very fabric of the day. As twilight approached, Travis and Taylor took a private walk along the edge of the lake. The sky blazed with streaks of pink and gold, mirrored perfectly in the water. "Are you ready for this?" Taylor asked softly, her hand in his. Travis squeezed it gently. "I've never been more ready," he replied, his voice steady but laced with emotion. The calm before the storm, the hush of anticipation, wrapped around them like a protective blanket. This was more than a wedding. It was a convergence of worlds, a celebration of family, love, resilience, and the quiet strength that had carried them both to this moment. As night fell, lights were strung across the gardens, casting a warm, golden glow. Inside, laughter, music, and the soft clinking of glasses filled the air. Travis paused for a moment, looking around at the family, friends, and soon-to-be wife who had become his anchor in both the public eye and private life. No matter what comes next, he thought quietly, this moment, this love, is ours. And with that thought, the mansion seemed to exhale, holding the promise of joy, intimacy, and memories that would last a lifetime. The day ended with Taylor perched by the large window, gazing at the moon reflecting on the lake, while Travis sat nearby, exhausted but peaceful. Their hands found each other once more, fingers intertwined, a silent promise sealed in the quiet. Outside, the wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it the anticipation of the next chapter, the wedding, the family gatherings, and the shared journey that would soon begin. In that serene Ohio night, the calm, intimate moments hinted at a future filled with love, laughter, and the unshakable bond between two worlds colliding beautifully. The morning of the wedding dawned clear and crisp over the Ohio estate, a quiet hush settling across the sprawling grounds. The mansion, which had already witnessed weeks of laughter, preparation, and reflection, now radiated a new energy, the kind that makes hearts race and palms sweat, even in the calmest of souls. White roses adorned every corner, their scent delicate yet pervasive, mingling with the fresh, earthy aroma of the nearby lake. Birds chirped, as if heralding the day's significance, and the sun cast long, soft shadows across the gardens where chairs had been arranged for an intimate ceremony. Inside, Taylor Swift stood before the full-length mirror, her oversized gray blazer replaced by a flowing, ethereal gown of ivory lace that shimmered subtly in the morning light. Her hands trembled slightly as she adjusted the delicate layers, and for a moment, she allowed herself to pause, closing her eyes and breathing deeply. Every step, every detail, every choice had led to this. Her world merging seamlessly with Travis Kelce, a collision of music, football, and life beyond the spotlight. Travis, in his tailored tuxedo, stood a few rooms away, running a hand through his hair as he stared out a large window overlooking the estate. His mind traced the arc of his journey, from Cleveland's local fields to the Kansas City Chiefs' roaring stadiums, from a boy dreaming of glory to the man about to marry the world's most iconic singer. Emotions welled in his chest as he thought of his family. Donna's unwavering support, Kylie's grounded humor, Jason's quiet pride, and his late-night podcasts filled with laughter and memories. He was aware that this moment would be etched in his memory forever. Kylie flitted around, clipboard in hand, making sure every detail, from floral arrangements to seating charts, was perfect. "Remember, the first look is emotional," she reminded Travis with a grin. "And don't cry. Well, maybe just a little." Travis chuckled, trying to mask the lump forming in his throat. It wasn't nerves. Exactly. It was a weight of everything he loved, all the people who shaped him, all the choices that led here, all converging in one monumental day. The ceremony began outside by the lake as guests arrived, taking their seats in the soft morning light. Donna Kelce, radiant and proud, walked slowly to her designated spot, tears welling in her eyes. Jason Kelce gave a small nod of encouragement to his brother, a silent reminder that family was the anchor through every storm, every triumph. The gentle hum of whispered anticipation spread through the small gathering as musicians tuned their instruments, the soft strumming of an acoustic guitar filling the air. Then, the moment everyone had been waiting for. Travis saw Taylor for the first time in her gown, standing beneath the simple yet elegant floral arch. The world seemed to pause. He felt the weight of every year, every season, every stadium cheer, and every quiet night at home. His eyes shimmered, voice thick with emotion as he whispered to himself, This is everything." Taylor's gaze met his, calm and steady, yet overflowing with vulnerability and love, a contrast that mirrored their dynamic, her serene artistry, his passionate intensity. As they exchanged vows, the lake reflected their silhouettes perfectly, a mirror to the depth of their connection. Taylor's voice trembled softly, emotions spilling over as she spoke of love, family, and resilience. Travis' words were steady but raw, revealing a side rarely seen by the public. The vulnerable athlete, the devoted partner, the son and brother shaped by his family in Korea. "I promise to be your home, your teammate, and your safe harbor," he said, his voice catching. Taylor reached out, grasping his hand tightly, grounding them both. Kylie couldn't help but smile, her eyes moist as she watched the couple. "This is it," she whispered to Donna, who nodded, a quiet acknowledgement of the journey that had brought them here. Even Ed Sheeran, standing nearby as an honored guest and performer, felt the gravity of the moment. When he began to play the opening chords of a song written just for them, the air seemed to shimmer, every note carrying emotion, history, and love. The reception was intimate yet vibrant, reflecting the couple's personalities and shared journey. Laughter echoed through the mansion's open spaces as family, friends, and close collaborators shared stories. Travis took a quiet moment to pull Taylor aside, looking out over the estate. "Can you believe this is real?" he asked softly. Taylor's smile was radiant. "It's better than I imagined." Together, they looked across the lake, the Ohio sun dipping low, casting golden reflections over the water, a perfect metaphor for their journey, grounded, shimmering, and endless in potential. As night fell, lanterns illuminated the gardens, flickering softly like fireflies. Guests danced under the stars, music blending with the gentle rustle of trees. Travis' eyes found Donna and Jason, Kylie, and the rest of the family, each nod and smile a testament to love, loyalty, and the bonds that defined him beyond the football field. Taylor caught his gaze, and without words, they shared a promise of forever. Finally, as the evening drew to a close, Taylor and Travis stood together by the lake once more, quiet this time, letting the world fade. The mansion behind them was alive with celebration, but the moment was theirs alone. Their hands intertwined, fingers laced like the years they had already shared, the journey that had brought them here, and the future stretching out before them. "This is just the beginning," Taylor whispered. Travis nodded, a soft smile breaking through the remnants of tears. The Ohio night was still, serene, and perfect, holding in its quiet embrace the start of a lifetime together. And as the camera pans away, the reflections on the lake shimmer like a memory yet to be made, leaving a poetic, cinematic cliffhanger. The story of two worlds colliding, two families uniting, and a love that promises to endure beyond fame, football, and time itself.